Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and this is my take on stuff in general. What? Okay, this is a weird concept. This is a weird show. This is a weird thing, especially coming from me, the guy who reviews stuff. So stuff, it's got to be pretty important, right? You know, yes and no. Some stuff is important. Like you need clothes, right? I wouldn't call it food stuff because that's what you're eating. But you want a place to live. You want a nice, comfortable place. A nice bed. TV, of course. You got to have a TV for most of us. You got to have. You really need a car unless you live like in New York City or something. But for the most part, you need a car. You need a house. You need clothes. You need a television. But when is enough enough? What do you need, it's always seemed like there's always something you need, right? And it's true. I always feel like there's one thing that'll help me out with this, or one thing that'll help me out with that. Or it would be nice to have that new hoverboard or skateboard, motorized skateboard, or new car or something. But usually you buy some of this stuff and you use it a few times, and then you hardly ever use it anymore. It just sits there collecting dust. Then next thing you know, you have a garage full of stuff. And you don't really want to get rid of it or dump it because, hey, you might have paid a lot of money for that stuff. And there's a certain value to it, to yourself. But if you try to sell it, you probably couldn't get much for it anyways. Now, I realized recently that if you have too much stuff, especially big stuff, it kind of becomes a burden. Yes, a burden. How do I mean? Well, like we had a camper at one point. This was not too long ago. It was a travel trailer, nothing fancy, but it was, it was there. We love our travel trailer, but it definitely was a burden because you had to for one, you had to buy it. And if you're like most people, you're probably financing. You financed it. And it wasn't really bad, but then you need a truck to pull it. And the truck uses a lot of gas. It's hard to park. You gotta maintain the truck. And then also, we parked in a driveway. So now we're losing our driveway, or part of it. And I also had a motorcycle, which was a really nice motorcycle, Z1000 Kawasaki. But then you gotta actually I bought that one cash, sorta. But it's still a burden though. You still gotta buy tires for it. You still gotta give it oil changes. You still gotta make sure the chain is lubed. You gotta ride it around so the engine will gum up and stuff, and you don't want bad gas in there. So, and then I had I found my favorite mountain bike, and I had a cruiser. My kids got a bike, my wife's got a bike. So all this stuff was also taking up a lot of space. And the funny thing, I was watching, this is where I got the idea for the show today. I was watching Elon Musk, and he was on Joe Rogan. And I was shocked because I've actually been thinking of this for a while now, that stuff is becoming a burden. And it'd be nice not to have all the stuff. It'd be nice to have as little as possible, but have access to stuff. It's I don't really want a boat for myself, but I like to have access to a boat. It'd be great to have a friend with a boat that I could borrow. And would it be cool to have unfortunately, there is something to say about having your own stuff because it's your own cooties. But at the same time, it'd be kind of nice to have an RV that was just borrowed, or stuff you just borrow. It'd be cool if you had a membership fee, to a gym. You go to a gym, right? You pay a membership fee. And you have access to all their equipment, right? You don't take it home with you. You just borrow what you use, what you want, and you return the stuff. You just leave it there. So it'd be cool if you had a membership to a big old garage with a bunch of stuff in there. And then you could just borrow the stuff and then return it when you're done. And you have no burden because you would have, like, you know, get my car washed. Okay, where was I? It's parked. Thank you. All right, where was I? So anyways, imagine this. Instead of buying stuff, just borrow stuff. Have a membership to a garage. Whose garage? I don't know. Somebody's garage. And then you just borrow the stuff you need. You know. You pay a fee, of course. You pay a fee, of course, but then you wouldn't have to, like, maintain it. You gotta service it. You gotta, you know, pay separate insurance. Everything's covered under the same umbrella. Is that called socialism? I didn't even realize I was going there. I didn't even realize it. But you have a choice. You don't have to do it. Yeah, there you go. There's not socialism. You have a choice. You could have different packages, or you can just buy your own stuff. Dang, I didn't even think that was a socialist idea. But anyhow, that's what I was thinking. I mean, maybe, I don't know. That's kind of funky. And now I realize I'm walking on some thin ice. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody using the same stuff. The gym is like socialism, right? Rental car? Basically the same thing. But in this case, you know, you make your money and you just borrow stuff and return it. Kind of like that idea. So I think when I start making huge money with the YouTube, my goal will be to have less. Not less than half down, but not like, I would like, you know what would be fun, I think? I know it doesn't make financial sense to lease cars, but to lease a car. That way you can have a car, I don't know how short of a lease you can have. Like a 6 month or a year.
A protected product is now being applied to your vehicle.
And then you just like drive it for like 6 months or a year, and then switch it up for something else. I get bored of stuff. Of course, there's always that issue with like damage and stuff. I don't know. So Elon Musk, he said he's selling all his stuff. He's selling all his property. He's going to rent. He's going to have as little stuff as possible, he says. He has some sentimental stuff. But everything else he's going to sell. That's what I heard. Is that weird? From my understanding, based on that show I listened to, he's not even going to have a property, like his own property. He's going to rent. Now, for your average Joe, for a gazillionaire like him, that's fine. You can rent. That's actually pretty carefree living. But in a financial matter, it doesn't make sense because your house is your best investment. But for him, that's a great idea. I kind of like it. I don't like apartment rentals because every year there's a lease renewal, then you gotta like pay more. But if you were balling like him, that would be bad. That would be a horrible thing. You can afford it. What do you think? Do you like having your own stuff? Or do you think you'd be alright with just borrowing stuff or renting it? If it wasn't like financially stupid to do so. Like right now, yeah, you can rent stuff, but it'd be very expensive. But if there's a way to do it where it was like, say, it was okay. It was like it wasn't expensive. Like instead of like saying, it's like going to Hertz, you rent a car, and you just basically walk in and take whatever one you want for a certain amount of fee. Just pay them every month. Like you normally pay like $300 a month, $400 for a car. So you do the same thing for the rental place, but you just grab whatever you want. They'll clean it for you. They'll gas it up for you. You just go there and grab one. anyhow, I do like the idea of not having burdensome stuff. I do think I would still always want a car in my name. A real, like a practical GP kind of car. And then like rent a sports car. Yeah, that'd probably be like sports cars and like luxury cars, or what I would think would be the best to rent or to lease. Because in those kind of cases, you want the newest, latest stuff. But like if you have like your core car is a F-150 or a pickup truck or a Jeep or something or an SUV, it's more utilitarian. Then you can have one of those, just keep it forever. You don't really need the latest and greatest. But if you want like luxury and tech stuff, you know, you got clients you want to take out in your nice car or your single or something, then yeah, you want the newest or you want the fastest car. Yeah, if you buy a car, it's only gonna be the fastest car for probably a little bit. And then right around the corner it'll be something faster. And then when you buy a car and then you sell it, you take that hit. Oh, it's the worst. Can't stand that hit. You buy a car right now. You buy it, put 20 miles on it, go to the next dealership, try to trade that in, and see how much the evaluation you get. Even if it's a used car, you get a used car, you buy it, go to another dealership, try to sell it, you're gonna lose thousands of dollars just by the game. So that kind of sucks. You're kind of stuck with a vehicle. Should be easier way to get it in and out. I guess if you buy private party, it's you go private party. Some guy was driving the wrong side of the road. Woohoo! Anyways, and then sell a private party, but then yeah, you could potentially even make money. But who wants to do all that? Ugh. Okay, so possessions, good or bad, more the merrier. One thing I tell you, another thing about having a lot of stuff is when you move. Oh, what a pain in the butt that is. All that loading, or loading up all your stuff, packing all your stuff. Even if you get a service like a movers, get some movers, you still got to unload it. You still got to unbox it. You got to take everything out. It's a nightmare. I cannot stand moving for that reason. Get too much stuff. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what the answer is. I don't know. I'm gonna try to be a minimalist myself. I always felt that way, anyways, because especially with extra stuff, like having more than one vehicle, to me is always a drag. Or yeah, I mean, if you look at my garage, you'll be like, hey, you got a lot of stuff. That's right. I'm trying to cut back. Hi, why are you wearing a mask outside? You don't need a what?
You walk?
No, I stopped walking.
Why?
I do YouTube videos.
What do you?
Videos on YouTube.
So what?
So I stopped walking. To
What's
focus.
the difference?
I focused on my YouTube videos. Why are you wearing a mask outside? There's nobody out here.
Outside is contaminated. That's what they told me today.
No, only people. People will give you the cooties, not nature. Okay, so anyway, what's my conclusion? I have no conclusion. They're thoughts. They're thoughts only. I just think about things. You make your own conclusions. I'm curious what your thought is. A lot of people, you know what, tell you another thing is, if you spent all your life accumulating things, and then you hold on to them as prized possessions, and somebody says, you know what, you don't need all that stuff. It's really offensive to some people. Because I guess because they spend so much time I'm not materialistic by nature, I think. Like, what's important, like, some people hold on to stuff for the sentimental values, which I understand to a certain degree, but I don't. To me, if I hold on, I don't really have sentimental values on things. Even though I like this car a lot, I like this car a lot. I like my house. Ooh, I really like my house. But if somebody were to steal this car, as much as I like it, it would just be the annoyance of having to get another car, or if it's going to cost me money to buy another car. So it wouldn't be so much a sentimental value of the car; it'd be the cost of replacing it. That would be the burden for me. My house, yeah, I like my house is in such a unique location that if I were to have to lose my house, and if it wasn't a financial thing, I would be hard pressed to it'd be hard to replace that. The feeling of enjoyment of that location of that house and the house itself. So yeah, it's pretty unique. Yeah, I would hate to lose my house. Yeah, actually, I think besides the house, my prized possession, it's not even the car, it's my mountain bike. And same thing, I would hate to lose it because I would hate to have to like fork over the money to buy another one. But if somebody were to say, well, I'll give you $1,500 for it, I'd be like, hey, $1,500, I could probably get an even nicer bike. So that's fine. All right, well, I think that's about it for today. I think we discussed nothing or something. No conclusions. Minimize. I think if you minimize your possessions, you will have less stress in your life. I think that's true. I think there's a movement. It's probably some kind of movement. It's like, less possession kind of movement. There's probably stuff out there. I'm not trying to be extremist or anything, but I think in general, less is more. Because then you can be more mobile. You can travel more. You're not locked down. Like I have 3 cats and 2 dogs. It's hard to even go anywhere because you got to take care of them. You got to find somebody to take care of those animals. That's a burden right there. But the family wants them, not me. They're fine though. I like them. Don't get me wrong. But it's a burden. It's definitely a burden. All right. Anyways, thanks for watching Paul's Take. It was fun to chat about stuff. Literally stuff. Not just stuff, ideas. Thanks for watching Paul's Take.